welcome to this year's Student Leaders Investiture. We'll start this ceremony with 3 stanzas of the national anthem. The pledge.
Pledge Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory, so help me God.
Please be seated. I would now like to invite the incoming head boy of the Regent Secondary School, Chuka Mogalu, to read a text titled Leadership.
Leadership is indeed a responsibility rather than a title, as we all, including myself, would like to see it. It is a call to service, and my personal slogan for those who have been chosen to lead today is to know that you are the servant leader. The word servant connotes the most integral aspect of leadership for us, the prefix of the 2024-2025 academic session. I have in my personal capacity read many books, particularly biographies and autobiographies of renowned leaders all over the world. One thing has stood out for those who have emerged successful. They led with the attitude of servitude and exemplary leadership. A good leader guides, mentors, influences, and effectively directs others towards achieving a common goal. For a leader to thrive, he or she must be able to have a clear vision of what needs to be achieved within a given time period. He must be empathetic and responsive to his immediate environment and people. Know this, we cannot lead effectively if we do not have integrity. We must therefore earn the trust and the confidence of our team members by exemplary leadership. Importantly, the ingredients of credibility cannot be overstated. You must be able to communicate, we must be accountable, and this means taking responsibility for actions as well as outcomes. We must also empower by delegating as well as being susceptible to adaptation by promptly adjusting to our ever-changing circumstances. In summary, we should in the end persevere to reach our full potential. We should inspire and empower each other to work collectively and committedly towards our shared objectives, with a view of fostering growth, enabling innovation, and facilitating positive change. With a lot of enthusiasm and the awareness that a lot is expected of us, we are honored to be your servant leaders. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome. Before we go on to the important part of this, which is the investiture, I'd like to thank the head boy for a very good speech. Well done. And I'd like to talk a little bit about leadership myself. I'm going to use the examples of 2 people who regardless of some mistakes they've made in leading, I quite admire their leadership styles and what they had to say. One is ex-President Obama, and the other is Tony Blair. Now, I've picked them for a reason. They both have made clear statements about what they feel about leadership and their own leadership. And the interesting thing is, what they both said kind of dovetail together and fit. Tony Blair was British Prime Minister. He made some mistakes in his tenure. Who doesn't make mistakes doing any job? But his job is one of the most important in the world. And President Obama also made some mistakes doing his job, and his job is, I would say, unarguably the most important job in the world. And they both said almost exactly the same thing. When you set out to be a leader, you've often done a job for a long time. Both of them are lawyers. And you think you know everything. But you're going into a new role, perhaps. So you listen a bit, but you still think you know everything. So you make decisions based on what you're doing. When you've been doing it a little while, just making decisions based on what you're doing, you realise isn't necessarily the best way to do it. So you try and correct, and you perhaps overcorrect. You listen to advisors a little bit more than you perhaps should, and you compromise your own feelings about what you should be doing, about what's right, and about how you are making your choices. And it's funny because the two of them said it was only at the end of their terms they feel they really got the balance right between listening to the people they were serving, listening to their advisors, and making the right decisions themselves. And I think that's an important thing to realise. Leadership is a journey. It's about service. It's about imperfection sometimes. But it's about doing the best you can and making the best decisions you can. And as a leader, you listen to all the people around you. You listen to what the people you're serving want. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to be big enough and strong enough to make a decision based on what you believe. And our investiture is for the young people here, the start of their leadership journey. So, without further ado, I will hand over to Mr. Akinola, but I want you to think a little bit about that. Leadership is imperfect. That's a quote from President Obama himself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reynolds. At the Regent School, we have 3 groups of student leaders: the prefects, the captains, and the council members. I would like to start by inviting our prefects to come on stage and to take their oath of office. They will be led by the head boy, Chuka Mogalu, and the head girl, Aisha Kere Ahmed.
In my elected position as a prefect at the Regent Secondary School, I, Aisha Keri Ahmed, accept the role as the leader of the students. As a prefect, I will be an example to others in the expectations of the school, as outlined in the Code of Conduct. I will work to encourage others to meet the standards I maintain. I will act to treat members of the Regent Secondary School community and visitors with courtesy, to respect and take responsibility for school property, to wear the Regent Secondary School uniform correctly, to conduct myself in a manner that will enhance my own reputation and that of the Regent Secondary School, to be punctual and attend all my classes, unless illness or approved absence prevents my attendance, to be diligent in my study and complete set homework to the best of my ability, to abide by the Code of Conduct of the Regent Secondary School.
I would now like to invite our principal, Mr. Reynolds, to present the badges to our new prefects, and receiving the oath of office will be Mrs. Nosa Agada, the Assistant Vice Principal, Key Stage 4, and Mrs. Uwakwe, Assistant Vice Principal, Pastoral, Key Stage 3. Would invite the head boy of the Regent Secondary School, Chuka Morgan. The head girl of the Regent Secondary School, Aisha Keri Ahmed. The deputy head boy, Hamza Bambari. The deputy head girl and also the head boarding prefect, Aisha Abdul Salam. The dining prefect, Olamide Abimbola. The 8th prefect and also the 5th prefect for Muslim students, Azidin Abiola. The health and safety prefect, Ada Jessica Chukwueke Ngozi. The charity prefect, Queen Abigail Adefegbe. The 5th prefect, Christian students, Agabi Oshen Kanaka. The 7th prefect, Ismaila Mao. The international prefect, Amagan Atta. Our 2nd dining prefect, Hafsa Mohammed Bello. The sports prefect, El Elion Danjuma Etu. The deputy captain, Senegal House, Muna Chiso Dozier. The co-curricular prefect, Moses Goje. The 9th prefect, David Ehizioge. Primary Prefect, Zafira Inua. Year 10 Prefect, Mofolorunsho Majiage. The Charity Prefect, Emmanuel Iwara. The Protocol and Eco Prefect, Chidalu Paul Mwafo. The Thought Dining Prefect, Halimatu Pinda. And the last prefect on the list, the year 11 prefect, Khadija Yahuz Akasi. Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. I would now like to invite our second group of student leaders, the captains. We have the house captains and the hostel captains. They will be led by Zafira Inua, Benue House Captain, and Ismail Amao, Damfurio Hostel Captain, to take their oath.
In my appointed position as a captain at the Regent Secondary School, I, Zafira Inua, accept the role as the leader of the students. As a captain, I'll be an example to others in the expectations of the school as outlined in the Code of Conduct. I will work to encourage others to meet the standards I maintain. I will act to treat members of the Regent Secondary School community and visitors with courtesy, to respect and take responsibility for school property, to wear the Regent Secondary School uniform correctly, to conduct myself in a manner that will enhance my own reputation and that of the Regent Secondary School, to be punctual and attend all my duties unless illness or approved absence prevents my absence, to be diligent in my studies and complete set homework to the best of my ability, to abide by the Code of Conduct of the Regent Secondary School.
I would now like to invite the Vice Principal Academic, Mr. Olusheye Aki, to present badges to our captains. We'll start with the captain of Benue House, Zafira Inua. The Deputy Captain, Benue House, Imam Suleiman. The Captain of Congo House, Aisha Keri Ahmed. The Deputy Captain, Congo House, Chukuka Mogalu. The Captain, Senegal House, Hamza Bambadou. The Deputy Captain, Senegal House, Munachiso Dozier. The Captain, Volta House, Fazila Akesudi. The Deputy Captain, Volta House, Zana Aliu. The Captain, Danfodio Hostel, Ismail Amao. The Deputy Captain, Danfodio Hostel, Ofitu, Adobe. The Captain, El Kanemi Hostel, Hawa Maman Idris. The Deputy Captain, El Kanemi Hostel, Ungoziada Jessica Chikweke. The Captain of B Hostel, Agabi Oshen, Kanu Agabi. The Deputy Captain of B Hostel, Imran Suleiman. The Captain Oduduwa Hostel, Queen Abigail Adefegbe. The Deputy Captain Oduduwa Hostel, Muna Chiso Dozier. Thank you very much, Mr. Akin. I would now like to invite our third group of student leaders, the Boarding Student Council and the Student Council. They'll be led by the President of the Boarding Student Council, Nabil Al-Hassan Nasiru, and the President of the Student Council, Aliu Zana.
I, Ali Zanna, am willing to undertake the following duties as a member of the council in our school: to attend every meeting that is held unless I am absent from school, ill, or engaged in another school activity; to inform the council when I know in advance that I will be unable to attend; to inform the student that I am representing about the issues dealt with or discussed by the council; to represent my classmates responsibly and bring issues raised by the students to the attention of the council; to fulfill any position or carry out any task that I may be elected to do by the council; to represent the council with appropriate dignity and respect; to behave with courtesy at all times at the meetings and when going about council business. Understand that if I miss 3 meetings in succession or 5 meetings in total during the year without a valid excuse, I may be asked to leave the council.
I now have the honor to invite the proprietress of the Regent Secondary School, Mrs. Abdulrazak, to present badges to our council members. We'll start with the president of the boarding council and also the Danfodio Hostel rep, Nabil Nasiru Al-Hassan. The vice president and Obi Hostel representative, Mohammed Yaradua Buhari. The secretary and also Danfodio representative, Nazif Al-Hassan Nasiru. the Treasurer and Obi Hostel Representative, Mustafa Alibe. The Public Relations Officer and Danfodio Hostel Representative, Alamin Akaba. The member representing El Kanemi Hostel, Key Stage 4, Falak Akaba. The second representative, Key Stage 4, El Kanemi Hostel, Princess Charles. The Key Stage 3, El Kanemi Rep, Ogenevoke Harold Biniji. The Key Stage 3 representative, Obi Hostel, Bashir Buka Abba. Key Stage 3 representative, Odudua Hostel, Barakat Smith. And the Key Stage 4 representative, Odudua Hostel, Chidalu Paul Mwafo. The President, Student Council, Aliu Zana. The Vice President and also the Year 11 representative, Mohammed Garba. The Secretary and also the Year 9 rep, Bashir Buka Abba. The Public Relations Officer and also the Year 8 representative, Tiwalulu Additional. The Treasurer and also the Year 10 representative, Timilei Additional. The Year 11 representative, Aliu Baba Ahmad. The Year 10 representative, Desmond Bassi. The third Year 10 representative, Amina Jaffa. The Year 9 representative, Renee Azilia Okpara. The third Year 9 representative, Khalid Nabil Bamali. The Year 8 representative, Chijimka Chiriwaj. And the third Year 8 representative, Adam Bayero. We just had our Year 7 students resume this week, and we had to conduct elections to have representatives for the Year 7 group. Just last night, the following students found out that they are going to be the ones representing the Year 7 students here at the Regent Secondary School. So when I call them, please give them a loud applause. Year 7 Rep, Amne Abiola. The second Year 7 representative, Khadija Mohammed Bello. And the third Year 7 representative, Khadija Aminu Gonroyo. Thank you very much, Mrs. Abdulrazak. Before we end this event and take a few announcements, would like to invite two of our Year 10 students to perform a duet from the musical The Greatest Showman. Please sit and enjoy.
I close my eyes and I can see a world is waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams, that's all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care, it's just so hard, it's crazy. While we wait for a world that we decide. Every night I'm lying there, the brightest colors fill my head. A million
was wondering why there was a protest when I called the two pupils to come on stage to perform. My apologies, they're year 11 students and not year 10 students. And that was Musho Kwefolua Kolakpo and Olufikayo Amos. Another round of applause, please. Would like to congratulate all our student leaders one more time. They've been on probation for 2 terms, and we found them worthy to be ambassadors of the Regent Secondary School and to lead this school in the 2024-2025 academic year. So I think they deserve a round of applause. Parents, you'll notice that there are some students who came onto the stage about 3 times. We have 3 sets of student leaders, like I said. In the past, what we used to do was students were not allowed to vie for more than 1 position. But we got complaints from some students who, for instance, the house captains that we appointed, they said, you know, it was forced on them. So we started opening up all the positions for students to vie and for people to vote for them. And you would notice that some of our students contested for 2-3 positions and they found them worthy and they were elected. So for the students who came on this stage about 3 times, I think they deserve another round of applause. We'd like to say a very big thank you to our parents for attending this event. We really do appreciate the time you've spent with us here. This now brings us to the end of this ceremony.